What is going on, my purified hustlers? It is your boy Ike Ude, back at it with another episode. On today's episode, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 tips that will help you boost your confidence exponentially. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 1 is confidence affirmations. Confidence affirmations is just overall you saying something enough so that you believe it. Overall, in our day-to-day lives, we have this toxic habit of saying different phrases that subconsciously undermine your intelligence or your skill set with something. And it's like people are forming these friend groups where it's almost like okay and accepted to be able to talk down on one another and almost like just be complacent. And if you're around this type of energy, you need to obviously separate yourself. And then on top of that, these affirmations, when you are continuously giving yourself affirmations, just like you would be affirming something else, like you not being good at something. Whether, I don't know, let's say you are with this friend group where if you, let's say that you are bad at something that you want to be good at, let's say it's basketball, if you are to talk down on how it is you perform, it's almost like this friend group laughs at it and picks at it too, and then hangs out with you and almost makes you feel accepted when you are literally laughing at your shortcomings. There are friends out there are people out there who would actually be able to, when you're doing, or if you were to do something like this, they would not allow it. They would not accept you being less of yourself, and they would give you wise words. They would tell you to shut up if that's what is needed, but they're not gonna sit there and allow you to clown your own self. These affirmations, some of mine go along the lines of I am confident, I am enough, I am energized by my work, I am worthy of success. Saying stuff like this, saying I am confident over time, that's going to play a big role in what you truly are because you are consistently affirming it. And it does the same thing if you do it in the completely opposite way. So this is why it's good to affirm the positives and leave out the negative things. And if you have friends that are doing that, you shouldn't be around them. So with that being said, confident affirmations. Number 2, figure out your strengths and separate your weaknesses. So figuring out your strengths is you acknowledging what it is that you are good at. You allowing time to observe yourself and observe what it is that you do right, and then pushing forward in those directions, because since it's already something that you're good at, if you generate or give consistency or give action towards something in that direction, you're automatically going to excel in it. You're already good at it just naturally. This is really important because you learn to home in on your positives, and we generally have a habit of homing in on our negatives, and you learning to do this opposite effect is going to show a lot of improvements. So let's say, like this is just an example, let's say if you have a classroom that is doing really good and you're the teacher, it's going to be really easy to point out the negative, the one student that is not engaged, the one student that is sleeping or doing something else. When you have like a really good basketball player, it's really easy for the analysts to pick out what LeBron did bad tonight. It's really easy for them to pick out the missed free throws or just different things that didn't go along the lines of what their title is. But we all know that this doesn't define what they actually are. They are people that you define as their strengths. You define them as a basketball star. You define them as a good student. You define them like they are known for being something good, but on a night-to-night basis, they are continuously picked at for their negatives. So don't be someone that's going to pick at their negatives. The analyst is never going to be able to do what the player does, and that's just because they're the analyst. They're picking at the negatives. This is why it's important to figure out your strengths, because you want to know what you're going to be defined as, and it's most likely going to be what you're good at, not what you're bad at. And then after becoming really fond of your strengths, it becomes easier for you to accept the things about yourself that you can't fix, and it makes it easier to start working on different weaknesses that you can even turn into strengths or improve, or improve exponentially. So this is why it's important to first hone on the strengths and then build your foundation around that, and then start to patch up the different things as you go along. The third way that you can improve your confidence is by scheduling and goal setting. Scheduling and goal setting is going to help because when you are able to check off boxes and check off different tasks, and when you are able to check off tasks and prioritize certain things that you want to get done in your day, and then you fulfill them, you will gain confidence because it is like a tangible and physical, and it's a tangible and physical way for you to see the ways that you are growing. And this is just automatically going to give you confidence because you are able to literally look at how you've grown this month and look at different ways that you need to add for the next month, and then you can continuously pick at different ways for you to grow more, test yourself. You begin to understand what you're able to do in a day or in a week, and then you can gauge how you can grow. And this is going to give you confidence because you're going to learn to grow exponentially through just gauging it and then learning to expand from there. And number 4, this is a bonus, it's going to be to stop comparing yourself. When you compare yourself, it almost makes it a necessity for you to look at other people's assets as a way to gauge your success, because individually we all have our own uniquenesses that you can never compare to anybody else anyway. And when you try to do this, it's going to end up in an egotistic, jealous, you're going to acquire all these negative traits that just don't need to be done in your life. When you want to gauge your success, you should gauge it off of how you're growing internally, not by these materialistic things that come and go anyway. And being in this mind space where you are so focused on comparing yourself to different materialistic successes and achievements that other people have, it also puts you in this unhealthy mindset where you feel like it is a necessity for you to have what someone else has in order for you to be successful. And this is a very toxic way to live, because we are all having our own unique experience, and we will never have the same one as someone else's. Even if we have the same things given to us as someone else, it still wouldn't be the same because we aren't them. So with that being said, guys, let's lock in on what is going to fulfill us personally. Let's lock in on our personal achievements and successes and things that are going to fulfill us as people, because why would you live for someone else? Why would you do it for someone else when you're right here waiting for you to do it for yourself? So with that being said, Prep Hustle guys out with another video. I'm going to be dropping more banger, informative content just like this for you guys in the near future. Let's get it. Have a good one, guys. Stay blessed. Honest vibrations. Peace out.